Yes, there's a tile set on. I play with and without tile sets, but because you niggas probably don't know what's going on, we're gonna go with tile sets today. It's just simpler. The game will not full screen, but it looks full screen on your end, so that's fine. You left out the uwu in the title. Oh, you're right. Emergency dwarf stream uwu. Perfect. Yeah, now it's complete. Playing with tile sets. Okay, it's for the people here. Everybody was here expecting CK2. Now we're playing Dwarf Fortress. We got. I'm. You know, giving the people a good. I don't know what I'm going for here. I've got a lot of saves here. A lot of lands. I've got the one that has no dwarves in it at all. They're all dead. I've got one that's full of goblins. I think I've got another that I'm playing right now that's full of elves. No, that one's Europe. I had one that was just Europe? Let me just delete this. I don't fucking care. How do I delete? Maybe not. How? Can't I delete this? No. You serious? Okay, fine. Do we create a new world, or do we? I guess let's create a new world real quick. So you can experience the full game.
Just play an amalgamation of games in this stream.
An amalgamation. Yeah, no, we could. Maybe. For now, it's Dwarf Fortress. You know what? Dwarf Fortress is a pretty fun fucking game, so this could go on for a little while. How do you zoom in and such? Isn't it? Oh, you just zoom. Okay, just so you guys can see this. I usually go medium. We could go small. Whenever I go small, I usually get civilizations like dying off and shit, which I guess is cool. It'll be faster. I like short history. We'll keep it at medium. We can just close it early. And personally, my preferred optimization here, that's not the word. My preferred options here are very high beasts, very high savagery, and frequent mineral occurrence, just to even some things out, but make it a little bit more interesting. I like that. And I will generate this world. See, it goes so fucking fast when you're doing a small one. Let's just finish it there. Year 200 or so. Zoom out a bit. There we go. What is this one like? We've got big dwarf civilization. We've got desert sort of shit up there. A little bit of goblins down here. The elves seem to have maybe died off because there's so few of them. And seemingly not a single human. Which is new. I'm gonna do a reroll on that one. I won't spend all day doing this. I've done that before. Okay, this one has a volcano. That's instantly fucking great choice. Got a lot of elves going around. It's got some goblins. Whenever the goblins spawn anywhere except, like, the fringes of the map, they seem to always die off. But that's fine, because we can just kill some fucking elves or something. Yeah, this one seems to have an uninhabited volcano. Also some evil land. And some good land, which can be interesting. And some good land next to some goblins. What is that? Year 187? That's good enough for me. Conquer a necromancer tower. I have no idea what's going on. Alright. Well, so this isn't even the game yet. This is just spawning the world. So, let me explain a bit. The tile sets are on, so like it's fairly easy. This is a world map, right? And the different little symbols just mean different things. The green here is just sort of grass. That's just the land. It's like you're looking at a map of the earth right now. This is water here. You know, more water, a big lake here. This is grass and forests and hills. This stuff is mountains. This red thing is a volcano. These little dwarf statues are dwarf civilizations. You can see the dwarf civilization is pretty big. Little houses are little human civilizations, as well as the little chests. The symbols are a little weird because it's a tile set. Don't worry about it. These are roads, I believe, whereas these are rivers. The little crowns and windmill-looking things are elf civilizations. The purple crown and cloth are goblins. And that's about it. So you can see we got a lot of elves. We got a fucking ton of dwarves. This sort of blue area is like mystically good shit. The yellow, I think, is like desert, sort of, and then the purple down here is bad shit, where like stuff resurrects and such. And I think this 0 here is a necromancer tower. No. Eyes are necromancer towers. This is a necromancer tower. Yeah, we'll take this. This is called the Past World, Toditeo. Sure. Oh no, don't continue. Also, great fucking choice in music tonight. The Suicide Song from MASH. Can you raid other settlements? Yes, you can. That is a new feature of the game. You can now raid other settlements. So look forward to that. We're going to be a very aggressive, asshole dwarf civilization. And so we can look around here at the map. We can see that, like, what all this shit is called. But it doesn't matter. Map generated. It's just got to offload. It just takes a second. Yeah, well, this should be good. I've been wanting to stream some Dwarf Fortress. Explain this game to me. Okay, once we get into the real game, I'll explain things. I'll definitely explain. I understand that most of you are not gonna understand. You're not gonna know what's going on in this game. So, start playing. We're gonna go Region 8, Toditeo. We're gonna play Dwarf Fortress. There's also an adventure mode. It's pretty fucking fun. It plays like a roguelike. Dwarf Fortress is the real game, so we're gonna go with that for now. But adventure's actually pretty good. If you want to, like, figure out Dwarf Fortress a bit, just, like, get used to the graphics and such, adventure can be a fun way to do it without all of the depth of Dwarf Fortress. But honestly, people say Dwarf Fortress is a really complicated game. It's not that complicated. Once you get it, it's kind of intuitive. Now, it's been a little bit since I played it. Oh, look, there's another Necromancer tower here. Okay, so this screen might look a little strange. This is the local, well, it says right there, local region world. So this is a map of the whole world. This is more zoomed in, and this is zoomed in to just that one square. Okay? We're not even in the game yet, though. Now we're just choosing our location, which I can search here for a good location. What we're going to do is we're going to do river, yes, aquifer, no. Thanks. Thanks for the 4 cents. Settle next to a necromancer. We'll see what good options we have, because I'm just going to run this. And this will give me locations that are at least, like, livable. You can do locations that don't have this shit. You can do one without a river. You can do one with an aquifer. They're just fucking annoying. So now all these green arrows here are, or green X's, I mean, are little places where we'd want to go. And if I press tab here, it shows what our neighbors are. So if I go anywhere around here, we've got everything you could want. Dwarves, humans, elves, goblins. If I go a little more this way, you get tower, which means a necromancer might come and attack me. You can see on that map in the middle. Can you see my mouse? You can. Little necromancer tower. I'd be spawning pretty close to that. Actually, I'd be spawning on top of a human place. So we'd get the tower as well. This little thing just means they're hostile. The goblins would start fucking with us. Actually, most of this map seems to border everything, which is actually great. That's actually hard to get a lot of times. I usually don't have that. Usually when I've spawned in these maps, it's usually it's pretty shitty what your neighbors are. It's more like this, dwarves and humans. It's like, that's fucking boring. I think let's just pick somewhere around here. Well, let's just get the tower in there. If we're gonna have shitty neighbors like this, we're gonna want a good location. So I think maybe just somewhere like this. On the side of a mountain. Nah, that's not a good spot. Here? Yeah.
Settle next to volcano.
We could. We could settle on the volcano. The volcano's right here. The problem would be that we would have no neighbors except dwarves. And, like, that's... volcanoes are interesting. But I don't think it's worth giving up our invasions and such. We want to be raiding people. We want people to raid us. So we want to have some neighbors. I think a location like this. You can see on the local map here. This is mountain right here. I don't know what the fuck's going on with my mouse. Why it's doing that when I hover over it. But okay. This is mountain here. This is like grassland and little hills. It's got everything we need. We want a river for sure. So maybe something like... oh no, I don't want to know. Maybe something like this. We've got a lot of mountain on the side. We've got a river going through. We've got some grassland. So if we look at the different biomes, the mountain biome part that it's highlighting now has no trees. But over here, it's got trees. That's pretty good. I like this location, I think. Can you travel across the water? Yeah. Not the ocean, but the water. Settle in the grass. The mountain's good. Are you gonna RP? I don't know what you mean by that. Necromancer for the ultimate dwarf life, nearly impossible. Yeah, necromancers suck dick. We might not want the necromancer. We might want to just go with the goblins and fuck with the... You know what? If we move one spot over, then we don't have to worry about the fucking necromancer. Let's go to a location where the necromancer can't send shit to us, but we can always invade him later. I like that. This is loud. One sec. Let me turn this down a little bit. Oop. Yeah. Alright. What is the... yeah? Now I just need to find another good location with some mountains and such. Oh, this is pretty good. Yeah, there we go. We got mountain. We've got some grasslands and such. It's not really the... I like a little more mountain. You know, a little bit so I can bury into like a real dwarf. That's okay. Shit. I might have to just make do with this. Hopefully this... Yeah, that should be fine. We've got goblins, humans, elves, and dwarves all next to us. We can go to war with any of those. Even the humans. It's a little warm here. It's got an aquifer. Are you fucking kidding me? That one spot has an aquifer? I fucking hate this shit. There we go. Right? Fucking aquifer. What is this? Please, give me something that's not fucking aquifer. Here. Right? Here. Yeah, kind of. That's kind of shitty. This is a very important decision. I mean, like, this is where we're gonna spend the rest of the game. You can raid other places, but you're in that one location, right? Okay, this is a fucking great spot. What is this? Aquifer? Oh, I love this spot. Okay, let's take this. Cool. We will embark. We will use profile 1. Is that mine? Yeah. Okay. Can you train your dwarves to be chads? I guess it depends on what you mean by that, but sure, yeah. I mean, you can train them to be pretty fucking good at shit. Doesn't know how to deal with an aquifer. I just don't want to, alright? I know you can use fucking sand and shit. I don't want to. Anybody want to name a dwarf? Because I can name these fuckers. How do you do that? Yeah. If you want to name, just give me a good name. For now, I'm going to name the fort, which will be named, Give me a random. Bus Strap? Ticked Road. Wave Abbey. Canyon Prairies. Pillar Seeds. Base Whips. Give me a good one. Tax Oil. Armor Slide. Come on. Drink Spears. You gotta give me something a little better. Pack Lance. Mob Doors. I can do better than this. Fucking, how do I... Fucking... Blood... No, not the blood. Wait a minute. First compound. Blood... Fucking... Blood Blossom. Gotta give it some fucking edgy metal name. Blood Abbey. Blood Baldness. Yeah, there it is. Nashadroder. Blood Baldness. Sure. Perfect. Name one Magnus and Cap Chads. Name dwarves after viewers. That's always fun. Yeah, I think so. I think it's probably a good idea. What's our group named? The Spattered Roads. Sure, whatever. The group doesn't mean much. Okay, so what do I have right now? I've got a miner, another miner, woodman, mason, farmer, and another farmer. Yeah, this is my sort of hybrid setup that I use. It's probably garbage, but I just like how it starts. Magnus. Sure, Magnus. Congratulations. You are you're a miner. Yeah, let's do these real quick. Dalton. Congrats. It's not the real Dalton, but you're also a miner. Beekeepers only. Yeah, that's the real way to play the game. Hey, Blue Galoo. Congratulations, you're Jimmy. You're in. Who else do we have? The Dwarf. I'm gonna shorten your names, just by the way. A lot of people, I don't know why people do this. I've seen people stream this game before, and they use viewer names, right? And that makes sense. But they put in, like, their full fucking names. Like, their name will be Dalton12182. And it's like, they type that shit in instead of just Dalton. It's like, why would you do that? That's fucking unaesthetic as hell. Atlas, do you want 2 A's? I guess we'll do 2 A's. Atlas. Can I get a George? Of course you can get a George. It's a great name. George is one of our farmers. Atlas, you're a mason. Gorf is a woodcutter. Jimmy, Dalton, and Magnus are all miners. And our last guy, who is also a farmer. 1A is fine. Well, too late. Remember that there will be more dwarves later on. That's true. You know what? I'm gonna name one after myself, like the conceited fuck I am. I'll be a farmer. I've always wanted to be a farmer. Now we're gonna switch over to. How do you switch to items? Tab. Right. We've got 3 picks, an anvil. We got a bunch of points left, but that's, I think, because we need... No, we got the dogs already. What do we need that we don't have? Why do we have that many points? Problems. No buckets. Oh. Oh, we need some fucking buckets? I don't fucking... I'm not even gonna bother. We could just build some buckets, so I'm just gonna make, like, I'm just gonna bring tons of fucking plump helmets with the rest of our points, cause I usually just take, like, this is what I take normally just with those buckets. I don't know why those buckets are so fucking expensive, but we'll just take food instead. Let's embark. We have 2 points left. Yeah, okay, we'll bring some fucking seeds. Now embark. Are dwarfs born, or do they just come to you? Both. Yeah, they're both. They're not born very often, though. You have finally arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidding wilderness beyond your harsh trek. Into the forbidding wilderness beyond. Your harsh trek is finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all Shadrizen. There is almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance, whether by bolt, plow, or hook. Provide for your dwarves. Expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Secure lodgings. Ere the cougars get hungry. History begins here at this place. Nashudroder. Blood baldness. Strike the earth. Yeah. Okay. This map is worthless, so I'm going to get rid of it. And let's take a look around at what we have. We can zoom out a little bit. Okay. So in case you don't know what's going on here, it's pretty simple. This is a river. Right? This is grass. Those little brown things are trees. And this game operates, if I zoom back in a bit, this game operates on Z levels. So, you know, you've got your X, you've got your Y, and then you've got up and down, which is Z. So, like, if I'm looking at this river here, I can go down underground 1 level, and now you just see the water that's underground here. You see how that works? Or I could go up a space, and you can see the trees as they come up, and the trees continue to go up until there's just nothing but the sky. You understand this? Down here, you can see how this river has a waterfall that drops off right here, and this is like open space. And so if we go down, you can see where the river continues. right? And then you got little things like gems in the walls, the little colors. I've got DF hack on, so when I hover over this shit, it tells me what it is, you know? It's bauxite. It's not too complicated. You gotta get used to it. And we're using a fucking tile set, so it's not gonna be hard. So, let me get this at a good level. Okay. First thing we need to do is we need to get some sort of lodgings. We need somewhere to live. And normally what I do is I just dig right into the side of a mountain, and I think this mountain's a fine choice. I'm just going up here. You can see as it slowly rises, and this is like towards the top of the mountain, right? But we're not gonna bother with that. We're just gonna dig straight into the fucking side. Actually, right where they landed seems like a great spot. We're gonna go a little aesthetic. And so what I'm doing here, in case you don't understand, these are all the commands here. I just press D. I press D again to go to mining, and I'm just telling these fuckers, hey, mine into the side of this mountain. And then it designates it, right? How many spaces is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay. Yeah, we want an uneven number. And by that I mean odd number. I don't know why I said uneven. We're also gonna get our woodsman to start cutting down a couple trees. These trees are huge, so that'll give them a lot. And I'm gonna have to figure out if I want indoor farming or outdoor farming. I mean, usually you want both. But you can see, look, our little dwarves they're working, right? Here's Dalton, he's mining away. Here's fucking Jimmy, he's mining. Here's Magnus, they're all mining, they're doing work. And you can see as it clears away, it just becomes this floor, which is differently colored depending on what you got. We also mined out some gems. They're fucking bloodstones. That's perfect. That's what we're fucking called, blood baldness. That's the name of our fortress. We got bloodstones. These little arrow things are ramps, which mean you can walk from here up a level to this next one, and then he ramps down, meaning you can walk down. Yeah, I mean, I'll explain as we go. I'm just trying to think of what needs explaining. So, not sure how I'm gonna do this. I've done some experimental sort of shit before with my designs. We might do something like that this time. We might do something like you know, it's sort of got a nice little passageway into here. You know what I mean? Nice little entrance hall. And then it goes to like that. And then maybe, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'll do, just watch this. Why do I wait for the cool shit? What is it? Circle filled 16? How the fuck do you do this? Oh. 1 second. I'm trying to... LS. Okay, LS. Is it dig filled? Circle... How do you do this? I'm trying to use DF hack. It's just a quick little thing. It saves you a lot of fucking time if you know how to use it. But I don't use it much. So I'm trying to... dig circle. That's what it is. Okay. Right there. I want... Come on. Dig, circle, filled, 16. There it is. You see that? Nice little circle. We can do fucking orb fortress. The beginning of the blood fortress. Yeah, this music is perfect, by the way. Blood baldnesses, bloodstones. Hey, and now we'll be making the fucking stones, right? Stone, big balls fortress. Can't wait for blood-based economy. Be famous for their bloodstones, I hope. So they're doing that. While they do that, this sort of area here, you gotta think of it this way. Inside, we're gonna put some doors here. That's gonna be real safe. Everything outside is unsafe. People can invade us. We can get fucking werewolves and shit. We can get vampires, although vampires usually infiltrate you and you can't do much about that. But, make it a dick fortress. Maybe. We can look at what's around us right now. It's just some coyotes. It's nothing big, right? Coyotes might fuck with you. They fuck with you in real life, I'll tell you that. But, and a wombat. You know, like, that's nothing to worry about. I don't think we went to an extremely harsh location, but we do have neighbors, and this is a new thing in the game. You can go to civilizations here. Take a look. Now we're back on the world map, and you can see us right down there. That's our civilization. And, great, cool, good music. This song. And if we go to... Oh, it doesn't show other civilizations yet because we haven't met them, I think. Yeah. But you can see, we've got the humans here, the tower, the goblins. There might be goblins here, but I don't think so. I don't see anything there. Goblins, elves, other dwarves, they can all get to us. Probably because these roads help quite a bit. Maybe. I'm not really sure how that works. But, yeah. So, we will need to be safe about shit. This is the 1 hour remix. Okay, I think what you mean by this is being skipped. Casual killer remix, it said. More ween. I'm always okay with ween. Struck ruby? Look at that! More fucking... I mean, ruby's basically a bloodstone. The blood-balled dick. The orbs represent their blood-balding heads. Yeah, no, exactly. So what we'll do... You're gonna have to keep in mind, by the way, if anyone's like an expert at this game, I'm sorry. It's been a while since I played this, but I do have an idea. We're gonna make a little refuse pile outside. Right? That's just where they throw their trash. Dwarves are not environmentally friendly. We just throw our trash outside, and then the elves come to trade with us, and they cry about it, and we fucking trap them in little wooden cages. Then we're also gonna build a, what is it, farm plot? Yeah, and we're just gonna get one started here. You know, we want to get it started early. We're gonna put one right here. Maybe not the best location. We can move it later. It's fine. And that'll give us our farmers something to do, because currently they're just sitting around. You can see we got idlers. We got a little people who don't know what to fucking do. We're also gonna build a carpenter's workshop. We're gonna put it right outside here, build it out of shale, and that'll give the woodsman something to do, because he's already cut down the wood, and there's not, you know, there's only so much you can do with that. Do we want to make all of our rooms circles? Because we could get real autistic with this, and it might make it kind of hard. Took you this long to build that far in. Well, there's been pausing and such. I'm trying to explain the game, you know. It's red, therefore it's cool. Yeah, look, and we've got fucking bauxite walls. Look at that. Red vein walls. Oh, this is perfect. Whoever named this was a genius. Yeah, unfortunately, also, dwarves take longer to dig through stuff that isn't, like, soil. So, like, all this stone is taking them a little longer. Because these fucking miners, Jimmy and Magnus and Dalton, they're not quite good at their jobs yet. They haven't done this a lot. They're, I don't know how good they are at it, but they're not very good at it. We have nothing to grow here, because of course we don't. So we're going to gather some plants outside. We don't have a stockpile yet. That's fine. I'm all for the orb fort. Squares are the best and most logical. Well, yeah, of course they are. And it's way easier to do orbs. But, you know, I mean, way easier to do squares. But orbs are pretty fucking cool. You know, like I don't mind an orb fort. Might just do that. Unfortunately, these guys are taking fucking forever. I'm not really sure how we're gonna get this early setup, because having it with orbs kind of changes a lot, actually, because it takes a long time to dig it out. Let's see here. We need a stockpile room. We could make our fort when you dig in the mountain like this, you've got a lot of space, so you can actually kind of dig your fort out like right here. So what we might do is we're here and we want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, 11. And then we'll dig circle filled 22. That's not quite right. No, that didn't quite work. Well, you know what? It's just kind of like a tumor on the side there. It's not quite like a perfect sphere, but that'll do. Yeah. No, that's fine. That works. We'll just have to make sure to do that exactly on the other side, which will not happen. But, actually, wait, I can do that right now while I'm thinking of it, and it'll be easy. Yeah, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, but it's gonna be... Shit. I hate using this thing. Dig, circle, filled, 22. Does that work? Yes, it works. Okay, cool. So, fuck that. Fuck that. Does this line up? Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. There you go. Nice little sphere fort. It looks almost like a penis, right? This is the right ball, left ball, shaft, center ball. I don't know. Now it's just misshapen tiles. Don't worry, it'll look neat. Do you need supports when building into a mountain? No, you don't. You only need supports, actually, you basically never need supports unless you want things to collapse. Because then you can build things on a support, and then get rid of the support, and it'll crash down. But otherwise, you don't need it. Kind of got a reverse shaft. Yeah, the circumcision didn't work quite right. He got the wrong part. He's got a little skinny dick that expands out towards infinity. Right? This is all part of the dick. But he's got a very unimpressive shaft. Painful. That's the blood here. That's the bleeding from the incision that the doctor made on this newborn baby dick. I don't know where I'm going with this, but... none of them are gathering plants because they have nowhere to put them. So we're just gonna let these fuckers sit around and do nothing. Except for the carpenter who's gonna make some beds and some... No, don't make doors out of wood. Make some beds and some bins and some barrels. In fact, fuck the bins for now. Just repeat beds and barrels forever. Just keep making beds and barrels. The barrels, of course, are to store our whiskey in, our beer, our alcohol, our mead, which we have 60 of right now. When we can hire somebody to count those later. But for now, we're just guessing. Cancels give water, needs empty bucket. Right. You know what? That's going to keep coming up. So I'm going to say, like, build a bucket real quick. How do I up priority? No. How do I? P. It's P. Just build a bucket real quick. Would you? Yeah, the miners are currently on their drink break, but then they're quick. Do real-life miners need supports for everything? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I'm not a fucking miner. Also, we're gonna make this not connected for now. If anything's not connected, they just won't dig it, which is perfect because we don't need it quite yet. That is a lot of fucking rubies. Rupees. Neat. I like it. I don't know why the bloodstones are green. I don't get that one, but the rubies are red, so... Oh, and we also got some, jade. Oh shit, Gorf. We just started, and he's making masterpiece beds. You can call... But you're not supposed to be that fucking good at the beginning. Masterpieces are supposed to come a little later. Oh, it's snowing. And raining. Dwarven physics. Yeah, well, you know. I'm the blood god controlling these... Oh, wait. I didn't even think of that a second ago. The player in this game, I think the canon of it, is that you are the blood god who is commanding these dwarves or, like, influencing them or whatever. So, like, the fucking blood fort is perfect. Like, that's who we are. We're the blood god. I think. I mean, that might just be like a fan thing. But I mean, the game is called Slaves to Armok. You sure look like my fucking slaves doing my bidding. Unfortunately, we just kind of gotta wait for these fucking dwarves. Actually, you know what? We can start a, no, I won't. Actually, I won't. They're almost done. I make the best beds. Yeah, you're doing a good job. You're working on those beds and barrels. You got nowhere to put them right now, so they're just sitting around being worthless, but you're working, and that's the important thing. I hope I didn't misshape these balls. I think they're spherical. I think they're even. I don't want uneven balls, even if that would add to the realism of our testicle fort. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna build a fucking huge stockpile. We're gonna give it custom settings. Going to allow animals, food. I know some people don't do this. Some people are like highbrow shit and they separate their stockpiles. I say just fuck off. I mean, obviously we won't put fucking corpses and shit in here, but we'll put ammo, coins, gems, finished goods, leather, cloth, wood, weapons, armor, sheets, which is somewhat new, and bars and blocks and shit like... Actually, bars block put in there, but no stone, because that'll just take up too much space. Okay, and then we're going to make this whole room here a stockpile. So now, all of the dwarves should get off their fucking asses and start hauling things in there. You can see? See? Just brought a bed in. This is our storage area now. It's a little unorthodox, but we're going with the testicle fort, so it's gonna be a little unorthodox, and that's fine. Dwarves don't, you know, they're unorthodox, right? They're willing to experiment with some new shit. So we'll do that. What else do we need? We need like a dining hall. We need bedrooms. We very much need bedrooms. We need a brewery. We need a workshop zone. Probably what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make some stairs going down right about... No, that's not centered. Here. Right? That's centered? Yes. Okay. It just doesn't look centered because this ball isn't filled in yet, so it looks smaller, but this is centered. And then we'll have that just going down. Have an up-down stairs here. And we'll work on that later, and then that's where the bedrooms will be. It's a little loud. Yeah. Alright. Can I get a dwarf named after me? We will eventually get migrants, at which point we will have way more people than we have names. Like we're gonna have way too many fucking dwarves in a second. Do masterwork things have art on them, or is that just a RimWorld thing? There's art on artifacts, which will come later. Like there'll be descriptions and stuff. But just regular masterwork things don't have art on them or anything like that. But yeah, you do get like randomly generated art if one of your guys makes an artifact, or if you start like engraving shit into the walls, which I'm sure we'll do at some point. This could take them a little bit. This is our wagon here. That was how we got here. I'm gonna get rid of that. The carpenter, when he has a spare second, will do that. You know, you start making some bins now. We could use some bins to store this shit in. And I'm thinking maybe a big dining hall right here. And then like, so like, bedrooms underground, storage, workshops, dining room and kitchen. That could work. I don't know what this back square part would be, because I think I'm gonna make it a square. I don't know what that would be in terms of the testicle fortress. I don't know if that would be the fucking backboard you lay your balls on, or the seat you're sitting on, or what that is. But yeah, that'll work. I think. I'm trying to think what else you need in a beginning fort. You need farming. That's something. But we can just have a little tumor coming off of this ball that can have some farming going on here, because this is good soil that won't need water shit. Or we can just do some water shit, which is an option because we got a river. So we can just divert some water from the river, divert it into a little underground zone over here, and then farm using that. That's dangerous. It might involve drowning someone. But it's simple enough. I mean, if I remember how to do it, it shouldn't be like a big hassle. CK2 didn't work. Yeah, I was gonna play CK2, and Paradox updated the game right before I played it. So, sorry. But I mean, now we got Dwarf Fortress, which is honestly a step up. If these dwarves will finally start fucking finish hauling everything, I guess we brought quite a bit of shit. We still have nothing to farm here. You know, let's get this farming started. Oh, it looks like they're done. Okay, cool. Let's see. So the river is here. So we want to be on this floor. So let's dig out from this staircase. Just dig that way. Bedrooms will come later. I don't care if these dwarves get fucking grumpy for the first, you know, little bit here. It's fine. What are they gonna fucking do? Complain about it? Later in the game, they can get pretty fucking mad and mess with you. But this early, I've never seen it happen. Even when I don't give them bedrooms right away. So, it's fine. I guess if we really wanted to be like a nice guy, we could just sort of like put some beds up against the wall here in an aesthetic way. And there you go. We'll make a little temporary dormitory in that center ball. Looks like the inside of a vagina. Do you mean the blood? What do you mean by this? Looks like the inside of a vagina. Is the inside of a vagina just a reverse penis? Because this is a penis. I mean, like, it's not exact, but once we add the walls outside, that'll be the head. You'll be able to see it a little bit better. This vague dwarven penis shape. Okay, also, never mind with the water shit. We can just use this. This is soil right here, so we can just use this and not even fuck with the water. In fact, let me just do something like that and see if that's all good. That should give us a nice nice little growing area right here. So this will be our farming. Not pretty, but you know, we're living inside of a dick. So pretty is not. It's a luxury. Now I'm a little afraid of the fact that he just... Okay, you see this right here? You see how it's a little different? Those are roots. And I think if we get rid of the tree up here, it might leave a hole where those roots are, and I'm a little scared of that. But I already dug out one of the roots, so there's not even much I can... I'm gonna have to remember to check that later, because if I don't check that, we might leave a hole into our fortress. Which you don't exactly want to do. I'm gonna build a workshop for the mason, also, to give him something to do. Opposite this guy. They're outside, so it's not the best, but we'll move it later. Birth canal with uterus and ovaries. Looks a lot like the inside of a vagina. Okay, alright. You thought Pokemon? Oh, are you talking about on, Yeah, whenever I announce a stream on, like, Twitter or on Discord, it always shows, like, a stream from, like, last week, or at least, like, my last stream. It never shows what I'm actually playing. So, that's why I say what I'm playing, so that Twitch doesn't dissuade you. That's not the right word at all. So that Twitch doesn't lie to you. We will have the mason build a lot of doors. We're going to need doors. And we're also going to need tables and chairs. I don't know if we need that right away. Just do doors for now. We really need some doors. And he's making it out of the fucking blood rocks. Perfect. Okay, so now all we need to do is we just build a farm plot, and we can just build them down here. It's actually pretty nice. We'll just build a fucking big one. Do we want one? Yeah, why not? Just like a big one there. And we'll just put some plump helmet spawn in there, which is these little mushrooms that the dwarves eat and turn into beer. And that'll be our farming operation. It'll also give the farmers something to do, which is more important than you'd think. You want to keep people busy. Once the game starts really going, this should be, I mean, I will be upset whenever this is not at 0.